It's July, and I haven't done my June wrap up yet. So grab your favorite beverage and your project, or perhaps a snack, and cozy on in to see what I've been up to. Hello and welcome to or back to Miss Crafts-A-Lot's Lair. I am Barbie. I am a multi-crafter, and on this channel I tend to mainly do knit, crochet, and sewing. However, as you can see behind me, I have a lot more of interest than just that. So those might get sprinkled in here and there. So if that is something that you are interested in, please consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. And I am working on my subscriber count currently. As I have said, it is July. We made it through June by the skin of our teeth here. June has been an absolute crazy month for me. It was an unexpected expense at the beginning of the month that was kind of larger than I had expected or wanted, needless to say. Had a lot going on with friends, family, the whole 9 yards. And then it wrapped up with my house being sick with a rather nasty cold. So we are muddling through still with that, but we will get there and such. Car news, car still broke. However, right now she has just turned into a major puzzle to put back together that my husband has to work on. And hopefully now that he's on the uptick of feeling better, hopefully that'll get done, because I would like it done before the end of July. So yeah. Anyway, with the crazy month and the unexpected expense at the beginning of the month, I actually didn't get any acquisitions this month as far as yarn goes. I did end up having to buy the cotton fabric that I put into the granny square bags. However, I'm not counting my fabric currently as far as stash intakes. So that was the only acquisition I made in the month of June. No yarn acquisitions to speak of. I still have a lot to work through. When it comes to whips, I have two whips going on. One of these days, I will stop talking about the cat scarf. That is just kind of in stasis. I didn't touch it at all in the month of June, like I had been intending to. So, hopefully, maybe I can get that done in July. I'm almost doing myself a disservice now by saying maybe I'll finish it, because at this point in time it is so far back burner, and I think I had said before that I was just not going to mention it anymore in these videos. So hopefully I will listen to that when it comes to the July wrap up. But another whip that I have going on, and it's the only other real whip that I have to speak of right at this moment, and that is a mystery project, because part of the mystery was finished in June. I am doing some work, and I am going to be working on the second part of that mystery here this month. So yeah, so that was what came with me in July, into July. So I am hoping that I will have that done to share with all of you come August. So we shall see. So that brings me to finished pieces. Everything that I have done that I am going to show you has already been shown. So I worked on the granny square totes. I worked on the strip number 9 for my scrappy blanket. And I also did finish that first part of the mystery project. That, like I said, I am not sharing with you right now. It is going to be part of its own video at the end or in August, hopefully, like I just said. So that I am not talking about beyond the fact that I will give you the yarn totals, which are a little bit funky for this month. For June, I finished the strip number 9 for the scrappy blanket, which came to a total of 122 grams. I thought that I had possibly made a mistake. I still may have. However, it is the same weight as other strips previously. So I'm wondering, then again, if I did do the mistake that I think I did, it probably wouldn't come up to too much of a difference in weight because it's that minor of a yarn usage. So, like I said, that was 122 grams. For the granny totes, and this is where things get kind of a little on the question mark side. So for the granny square totes, I used, of course, the rainbow of colors. And one of those colors just so happens to have also been a color that I am using in the mystery project, which got my totals a little on the hairy side because I thought that I was done with it in the mystery project. I ended up balling up the remainder of that and then put that towards the other bag that I made. And so with that, I ended up kind of mixing up one of those colors and the weights to that color for whether it went to the granny square tote bags or if it went to the mystery project. So here are those numbers. So for the granny square totes, for what I know that I used for the 2 granny square totes that I made, it was 408 grams. The mystery project came to 352 grams total yarn. Well, not total yarn usage, but without that mixed usage, it was 352 grams. Then comes in the mixed usage, which kind of goes for both projects, for the granny square totes and for the mystery project. That came up to 248 grams of yarn used. I would say that I probably used more of that on the mystery project than I did on the tote bags. Editing Barbie here. I just realized that I did not record me talking about the June or the so far in 2026 totals. So here they are. In June, I used a total of 1,130 grams of yarn, which brings me to a total so far in 2026 of using 3,136 grams of yarn. So today was a little bit of a shorter video. I am getting ready to head out for my anniversary weekend. My husband and I will have been married for 17 years, but we have been together for 25. So we are going to get out of town for our weekend and just breathe. So yeah, I think that is all I have to say for this particular video. Like I said, it is a short one, and Thanks for sticking around. And again, if you have yet to subscribe, because I have seen a lot of my views are from non-subscribers, what are you doing? Come and subscribe. Hang out with me some more. And until next time, bye.